Dylan Dreyer, host of Today, announces Calvin's celiac disease diagnosis, health updates. Letting go. Dylan Dreyer, host of Today, said that her oldest son Calvin has been battling a serious health issue and has now received some answers. The elementary school student's celiac condition was just recently identified. For more information about his condition and therapy, continue reading below. Calvin has had persistent stomach pain for the past year. At one point, Dylan and her husband Brian Fisher took their son to the hospital because the pain had gotten that unbearable. When doctors discovered nothing wrong, the couple was confused because they had assumed Calvin had appendicitis. They kept looking for explanations for Calvin's illness and sought treatment for his symptoms from various medical professionals. According to the newscaster, "We took him to the ENT to check his ears, which were good. In May 2023, the man's ears were in good condition. They initially believed he had molars on the way, but he also had an odd rash on his head. His hair would fall out in clumps if you moved it to the side to have a look at it. These events were occurring. The child eventually got an endoscopy, which showed he had a gastrointestinal ulcer. A gastroenterologist's additional blood testing revealed Calvin has celiac disease. According to the Mayo Clinic, celiac disease is an immune response to eating gluten, a protein found in wheat, barley, and rye. Although there is no known cure for celiac disease, eating a gluten-free diet is highly recommended to manage its symptoms, which include diarrhea, exhaustion, weight loss, bloating, and anemia. Dylan and Brian, who are also the parents of Oliver and Russell, made some significant dietary and home modifications after Calvin was diagnosed. The meteorologist told Today.com, "Not only is it not feeding him any wheat products, but there's also the cross-contamination risk. Everything I had in the kitchen, including all of our wooden spoons and chopping boards, had to be thrown out, as well as anything that was scratched or had rivets in the inside of the pot near the handle. Gluten can hide anywhere, so all of it had to be thrown out." Fortunately, Calvin has been feeling much better since they made the required modifications to their eating and cooking routines. "I'm delighted to report that Calvin's hair isn't thinning anymore after we removed gluten from his diet. He has no skin rashes. His ear is not in pain. His stomach doesn't hurt, and he doesn't have a headache," the mother of three said.